Hello, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Shayla. This is my channel. Welcome back if you are not new here. Kind of, I guess, switching up the intro. But today we are jumping right in. We're moving into the junk journal making series, which I did post recently. The first video, and that was just in making the cover. Today we are actually going to continue making the cover, but we're going to be making the inside of the cover. So last time we made a cover out of an old thrifted book and some fabric and some chipboard. So today we're going to be focusing on the inside. I have kind of pre-cut, which I have over to the side, some of the other ones since I'm making 7. I pre-cut the paper and everything. However, I decided I would do one of the cuttings with you just so you could see as well, in case this is your first time, making a junk journal. So let's just jump into it. So this part's pretty simple. I'm just covering the inside kind of cover here. I will say, if you do want to make a journal, you can definitely do as I did, which is put the fabric down after, basically constructing the journal. But you can also, before putting the fabric down, put your paper down and then put the fabric over it if you want this edge to peek out. I did this a certain way because we're going to add a little extra pizzazz to it. So, first things first, you're going to need some paper to cover the inside cover with. This is a 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. It is double-sided. I know I'm kind of sad to be, discarding some of this image to use the other side, but that's okay. So, all I do is I take my edge right here and then I line it up with this edge, and actually I do it right over here. It makes it a little easier to cut. Hopefully y'all can see that. So I just line it up, and let me make sure y'all can see. Bring in just a little closer. Okay. So I line it up right there, and then I have a pencil right here, and all I'm going to do is look at where the edge is right here. I don't really measure, I just kind of eyeball it. And then I make a little mark with my pencil, and then I take my handy dandy paper trimmer. If you have steady hands, you could probably cut this with scissors, but I don't trust myself. So cut that so we have that the right length. And then I'm going to go over to the other side, and same thing, just put the edge right kind of where the fabric is. And it's okay if I have a little bit of a gap right here, because the fabric cut is uneven. That doesn't bother me too much because I can always cover that up. So if you're ever deterred by that, just know that you can cover things up. That's one of the great things about making junk journals is, you can keep on collaging or adding stuff until it looks good, at least in your eyes. Okay, so now I'm going to measure this one. Okay, same thing. I'm just going to make sure I have to be able to see where my line is here. Okay, I lost it for a second. Okay, so we're going to line that up and then just cut. And then this piece just becomes scrap paper, which I definitely save those for things, so don't throw it away just yet. Okay, so now that we have these the correct width, I'm going to measure the length, which is just really, I line up the bottom edges here. That's kind of what I go off of. And then I just mark the top. And then I'll do that for the other one. And I just kind of, like I said, I just kind of eyeball it. So use your best judgment. It's okay if it's not perfect. I feel like that's also a perk of junk journals. They don't have to be like absolutely perfect. They're beautiful in their own mess. Okay, so we have the first inner cover. Let me cut the second one. If I can see. Okay, there's my mark. Sometimes it's hard to tell where your mark is. Okay, so we have those. We can put this away since I cut the other pieces. And essentially, so this will be the front inner cover and then the back inner cover. And of course you could mix it up. You could do two different ones, two different like patterns or something like that. If that's what what you prefer, what you think looks good. So now that I have this, I am going to go ahead and glue this down. So let's go ahead, and all I'm going to do is just put glue right around the edge here. And I am using Beacon 3-in-1 glue. It is a lot like Fabri-Tac or Fabrifix glue. Holds really, really well. And I'm just going to kind of smush it down a little bit. You don't have to do this step, but I find that it creates less bumps in your paper if you do this step. So, okay. And then we'll lay it down, hoping for straight. Okay, that looks pretty good. Awesome. So then I'm just going to smush that down really well. If you have it, you can use a bone folder, which looks like this. It's a handy dandy, and it just kind of smooths everything down. It helps the glue adhere really well. So that's really good for making creases and folds. So that one seems pretty good. So now let's glue down the other side. Same thing. I'm just going to do a little stream of glue all the way around. Make sure you get the edges really well. Okay. And we'll just kind of smush it down. Okay. There we go. And then same thing, I'm just going to kind of put it down. If you're using a pattern that goes a certain way, or you would like for it to go a certain way, I highly recommend looking at the orientation prior to just sticking it down. That'll help you out a lot. So, okay. So I'm just making sure that this is all glued down, which it seems as though it is. So here's the outside of the book, which we made in the last video. And now the inside looks like that. So we do have a little bit of gap showing, which is fine. I actually have some trim that I think might work for this one. I kind of selected it. But this is a good way if you have these little creases right here. I don't know if y'all can, hopefully y'all can see that, these little creases where the fabric just wasn't quite cut perfectly, which, that happens. You can put some little trim down and it instantly just covers it up, and it actually makes it look a little more finished. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead, let me grab my scissors. And again, I'm just kind of measuring with my eyes. So I'm just kind of seeing, okay, it is, it looks like I would cut it right here. Okay, just like that. Perfect. And that looks pretty perfect. So we'll do the same for the other side, and then we'll glue these down and move on to the next one. Okay. All right. Same thing, just give this one a little cut. Okay. So now let's go ahead and glue these down. And all I'm going to do, since this is very thin, it's kind of like a, it is a little stretchy actually, but it is, just like a lace. So I'm just going to do a very, very thin bead of glue. right where I want it to go. And then I'm going to take my finger again and just kind of smush it. Okay. And then we'll take our lace or whatever trim you're using. And then we're just going to very gently stick it down. So I'm just going to kind of pat it in there. Okay. And I will say you don't want to put lace like right where your crease is, only because it might end up getting in the crease and it might be hard to close your book, or this might start kind of coming up because of, you know, it's not meant to take that much, I guess, I don't know what the word is. It's not meant to take that much, I want to say trouble, but you can fill in the blank. You know what I mean? Stress. That's a decent word. Okay. So I glued that one down, and then I'm not going to glue this down because I like this little kind of fun edge, sticking up. It gives it a little bit of like a 3D-ness to it, especially like if you close the book. I just think it gives it a little something. So we'll leave that as is, and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to put a little thin stream of glue right at the edge of the fabric. And for this type of like lace and stuff, it really does not take much, I will say. It glues down very, very easily. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to glue that one down. And just pat it down. If you do have any, like, if it's a little bit above where you would like for it to be or something, you can always cut that off later. So don't worry about it. Okay, so we have that one, which looks super, super cute. And it also, you know, is able to kind of, I guess, fly in the air. I don't know where my words are, but y'all get it. So there we go. So that's the first one. Super, super cute. There's the outside, which we'll decorate later. That will be in another video. And then this is the inside, which I'm pretty happy with. So that's the first one. So let's keep on going. And that way you can kind of see, it'll be a little repetitive, but it's just so that way you feel more comfortable doing it yourself. So these I did cut already. I'm going to make sure, since this is at the top, this is obviously the top of my book or my journal. So on the inside, I want to make sure the print is going the right way, which it is. So yay. So we're going to glue these down next. Okay. And then for this, if you ever have a book and it has one of those library card things, holders for, you know, checking out library books, or stickers or anything, I usually do my best to get what I can off. And then whatever I can't get off, I just kind of work with it. I cover it up. You know, it's not perfect. It's an older book. Sometimes a good trick is to use a thicker scrapbook paper on things like this, because then you won't feel as much of the unevenness. So just little tidbits, I guess. Okay, so I am just putting some glue down. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to take my finger, do the magic swoosh. Okay. And then now we put our paper down. Okay. All right. There's the first little paper, which it looks so cute. It just looks so bright and happy. I absolutely love it. So now let's go ahead and put the back page on. little glue globule. And then we're going to do the same thing. Okay. Okay, so there's that one. Very, very cute, very happy. I love the colors. And of course, this was the outside guide through the romantic movement. Super, super cute. We'll probably finish it off with some lace or trim on the outside. I don't know. Who knows where it takes us. But I did select for this one, this adorable, cute, I don't know if you can see it. It almost looks like little sunflowers. I just thought it was very cute. So let's see which way is the right way. Okay, this way looks pretty good. Sometimes it's hard to tell. All right. So I think if I cut it right there, that should be good. And let's measure the other side. Okay. All right, so we're done with this. This can be for other uses. And then we'll go ahead and glue this on. So again, all I'm doing is just putting a little bead of glue all the way down the edge of the fabric. Wow, I'm really bad. I'm really bad at drawing a line. I don't know where my brain's at today. It's Sunday, so okay. I think this is the right way. This fabric I will have to pull a little bit because it kind of curves, which is fine. And I'm just gonna pull and then hold it. So, okay, just like that. There we go. Isn't that so cute? Oh, I thought it was perfect with the little birds. So now let's do the other side. Okay. Same thing. Just give it a little smush. And then make sure it's the right way. Okay. And then just gonna hold that. Make sure it's really in there. Some of them, if they're a little more resistant, like they kind of go a certain way, you got to give them a little extra attention. But there we go. That's the second one. Isn't that adorable? So very, very cute. Okay. Third one. Let's keep going. All right. And this could even be just for you to get some ideas, you know, of what combinations you can make or things you should look for when you're thrifting. So, you know, it's not just, it is a tutorial, but it's not just a tutorial. Ooh, that's kind of cute too. Okay, we're going to do the other side. I'm so indecisive. Okay. All right. Give it a little smush. Okay. There we go. So cute. How adorable is that? And then we'll do this side. Okay. All right. And then we'll put this one down too. There we go. And these are coming together. They're definitely blossoming. They look great. Okay, and then I picked this really crazy fun trim. It reminds me of kind of Christmas tinsel, but I thought it would be super flashy and over the top and amazing. So, excuse me, I thought we could do that. So let's cut that to size. Okay, there's that one, and then okay, here is trying to. Okay, and there's that one. Okay, sometimes it's a little hard to measure. So same thing, just gonna put some glue down. And this is basically it, you know, it's not super complicated or anything, and you just kind of have fun with it. So let's see. Perfect. So pretty. I love it. I love the little fringe. It's so much fun. Very fancy. Okay. Okay. Hopefully you're not picking up on that. I don't know exactly what's happening, but my neighbor's outside, so I apologize if you hear whatever conversation's happening. I can't hear it very well, so I doubt you can, but that's the nature of living in an apartment, so. Okay, so there's that one. Look at how cute that is. I love it just because it's sparkly. All right, moving on. Typically for trims, I like to do white trim just because it goes with everything. So I have a ton of white trim, and then I have some like funky trims. So it's fun to be able to work with the other trims as well because, you know, they need love too. I didn't buy them to not use them. Okay. So, let's see. Okay. Put this one down. I do like this paper a lot. I think this print is really nice. Very pretty. Okay. All right. lately my cat has been loving our porch. She loves to go outside. And it's a screened-in porch, which is really nice for an apartment. And so, you know, I don't worry about her, like, falling over the edge or being a cat. So, today she was sitting in the sunlight we had it open for probably like a good hour while I was kind of cooking and meal prepping. And I, you know, obviously I checked on her periodically, but she was just laying out in the sun, enjoying it. So I was happy she got some sun time. Okay, let's glue this down. And then once you do this, you could make some pockets, which I usually kind of do towards the end. If, you know, I decide I want to kind of add pockets to the front, which I usually end up doing. But it's kind of like I want to see what my, you know, I want to see what the, like, overall look of the journal is. And then I'll kind of add something from there. Okay. Push that down. Very, very cute. Okay. The white is a good contrast. There we go. There's some spots that are kind of, make sure they don't get glued down, but otherwise all good. Okay. Perfect. Beautiful. Man, we are just flying through these. It's exciting. Okay. Ooh, we have a glue on the run. I'm just going to use a sticky note just to wipe it off. Okay. We'll just set that in the trash. All right. Okay. And then I wanted to make sure that the wording was in the right spot. I figured because the inside, but you never know. There we go. I will say I love using my fingers to do stuff, but I have so much glue on my hands. If you know of a way to get the glue off quickly, because I'm impatient, please let me know in the comments. Okay. All right. Look at that. That one's so much fun. That's the Texas one, which I'm pretty excited to be working on. So, oh, and then we selected this one, which is pretty similar to the one I just grabbed, but not the same. Or, I mean, not the same. I don't know what's going on with my brain today. Okay. All right. And if you can't find white trim, you can always get like bed sheets or, you know, look in the clothing section. Usually a lot of clothes have some sort of lace on it or trim. So you can usually find something that you can probably cut up and use. Okay. Let's see here. All right, it's good to go. Let's do the other side. I hope this gives y'all some confidence to make a journal as well. I'm definitely doing it in little baby steps, which, you know, there's no reason to rush the process. So, okay. Okay, cut that extra off. Okay. There we go. Super, super cute. Maybe cut off a little bit of this too. There we go. Okay. So cute. Oh. All right, we're almost there. We have 2 more left. I appreciate y'all sticking this out with me. Ooh. So much glue. Okay. Oh, we have a bubble as well. I think I'm gonna need a paper of some sort. I guess I'll use some of this additional scrap of paper that I have. And put the glue down for both because I think I can get them glued on fairly quickly. Okay. Here's the first one. And then here is the second one. There we go. So cute. Some of these I feel like don't even really need the trim. They're already really cute. But the trim just kind of gives it a little finished look. So let's measure this out. Probably to right around there. And then I thought this one was really pretty too. It's like a green lace. Very different. I usually don't see a lot of green lace. And green is actually my favorite color. I've always loved green. I think blue is a close second though. I do like blue. Kind of like that teal blue. I also really love turquoise. I guess, is teal and turquoise, they're similar. But I love purple, like lavender purple. That's a fun color. a fun like summery color. That's probably like my summer color. If you ask me, I'll be like purple, but not like dark purple, light purple. Okay. Let's see if I can glue this on. It's a little curly, so. There we go. How adorable is that? Ugh, I just love it because it's green. Okay. And then now there we go. Beautiful. Unless I can pull up just a little bit. Gorgeous. So cute. Adorable. I love it. Okay. Last one. And then I'll let y'all go for the day. Class dismissed. Did y'all ever play teacher when you were young? I used to love playing teacher. Play teacher. I would actually play admin, which, you know, I didn't call it that because I didn't know that's what it was. But I would like make appointments for my stuffed animals, and I know I'd play with my grandma's, she would give me like a keyboard, you know, and like some paper and stuff. And the keyboard wasn't even attached to anything. It was just, it was just a keyboard, but I would type on it like I was scheduling some appointments, and it's so funny. And it's funny because later on, like, I ended up being kind of like an admin at a few of my jobs. So it's funny how that works. Okay. I thought this one was so fun. I was like, why not use this like bingo type of paper? It's just, this one's really fun, I feel like. Okay. Beautiful. I love it. Oh, it's so fun. And then I had this trim, which is also incredibly fun. So I thought it would look so cute. Stop. All right. There's one. And then two. Okay. Perfect. Now let me beautiful. And then we'll do the other side. Okay, perfect. Oh, that one might be my favorite. How cute is that? So today we made the inner covers of our journals, which I'll kind of spread around here so we can see all of them. But I want to thank you guys so much for being here today. If you like this video, please like this video so I know that you liked the video. And don't forget to subscribe so that way you know when my next videos come out. But with that, I hope you guys have some fun playing with the papers, and until next time, bye!